Welcome to Real Talk with Miss Kathy. Today is going to be an interview with Steve Crimz. His channel is Crimson Fantasy, and I do have all of his links below. And I'm starting just a few minutes early because Steve and I are going to come up on panel and just small talk and hopefully wait and see if we can get some guests to come and join us live today. It is not a promoted stream today. We impromptu just decided to get together. Steve and I were going to have a real talk last week, but I got sick and had to cancel. So we were both free today. So we decided to get together. So we hope that we can find some others to join us. And I'm going to go ahead and bring Steve up right now.
Hey, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, thank you again for having me, Miss Kathy. This is a pleasure.
Yeah, I'm so glad you could be here. And like I said, we are just a few minutes shy early before it's starting. And we already have Donna Shaw here with us.
Oh, I love me some Donna Shaw. Like her last video with their singing was great. Like,
I miss her. She's not been uploading much, I know. Donna, we're so happy to have you here. We hope you're well. Hope that your husband is doing well too. I know that he was ill and had some major surgery. So,
he had surgery. Oh, my heart goes out to him. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I believe so. I think he's recovered soon though. She's tweeted and shared it. We have Broken Legend here. Hello.
Hi, Broken Legend. She's a good Crimson fan, and I appreciate her channel. She's awesome.
Oh, great. We'd love to have you guys here. We have Adi Para. I think I pronounced that correctly. Hi, friends.
Oh, no worries, Donna.
Yeah, so Steve, like I said, you and I have been trying to schedule this real talk for some time now. Probably even 6 months ago, we talked about it when I first had another season that had started, and we just weren't able to connect.
Yeah, because when I first saw Rant Jams, when you and Rant Jams talked, I was like, wow, I like this lady. Like, I'm gonna hit her up on Twitter, and I was just like, and then
yeah, I know we did. We have a mutual connection through Rant Jams, and that's how I met you as well. It was great when Rant Jams was promoting other musicians, and I'm looking forward to him coming back next week. So.
Oh, he's great at what he does there. Like I met such talented people, and it's great to be around that. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. Yeah, I'll be actually talking with him tomorrow here on the show. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I did an interview with him too, and it went like a different direction than I thought, but I was really cool with it. Like, it was a really awesome interview, and we got very deep, like talking about spirituality and like inner enlightenment.
Yeah, I actually caught the replay on that. I believe you guys did that pretty late at night, and I was sleeping, but I remember watching that.
Yeah, I tend to do a lot of my streams later at night. I'm more like, because I have stuff during the day and stuff, like, so my only free time is like during the night. And
yeah, there's a whole nother crew of YouTubers that you can find when you're up late at night.
Exactly. So that's why I try to some days I upload in the morning, some days at night, for the different audiences, right?
Yeah, there's definitely some interesting talks you can find in the bushes if you wake up and have coffee the next day on the replay.
I like your choice of words there. That was awesome. And I didn't know that, Donna. I want to check that out.
Yeah, I did. He had triple bypass surgery, Donna Dennis did. I remember that it was a pretty serious surgery, and I'm so glad to hear that he's recovering well. And I did interview Donna as well. I would love to have you up on the show again, Donna. It would be a lot of fun. We've got so many other subjects. I haven't finished reading. Donna's written a book, and I put that aside for a while, and I definitely need to pick that back up.
Wow, Donna wrote a book. What's
her life story, and Donna, we've got to try to get together behind the scenes here. I won't take it up on Steve's real talk here, but yeah, we definitely need to get you back up here and talk about some of the things that you've written about in your book.
Definitely.
We have someone else here in Q's world. Thank you for coming. I'm going to try my best to pay attention to the chat. And if you guys have a question for Steve, I'll flag it and put it up on the banner, and we'll try to make sure that we catch it too. And I have a few generic questions that I have for you, but I have a feeling that even the small talk is going to take us some places. So,
that's how it is with me, I guess.
yeah. No, I mean, so for those of you who don't know, Steve is a musician, rapper, pretty much songwriter now. I know that almost a year ago you weren't thinking that you would be writing songs, but now you're just whipping them out like crazy. The lyrics are really amazing. Some of the ones
thank
that you put out.
Yeah, it all started with like I did song covers on Smule, and like I didn't know what I was doing. I used to rap when I was like younger, like to songs on the radio, and I even wrote like really corny stuff when I was like 12 years old. But like I scrapped it, right? Like I was more into video games when I was younger. So like then like eventually when I started going back to YouTube, I was like, you know what? Like I started to rap, like I played video games. I was like, I wasn't getting the views I wanted. I wanted to try something different because I'm a very creative person.
Yeah,
and like
you definitely are creative.
Yeah, you can only go so far with video games and commentary and stuff like that. So I was just like, all right, let me try it. And boy, were they bad. But you know what? I had the
You
support.
should revisit some of them though.
Yeah. Oh, I do, and I cringe. But you know what? It was a learning process, and people were very supportive about it, and I appreciated it. Right?
Yeah, I definitely think that's the key, is to having the support and having someone to muse you and encourage you. And if you're doing something that you really love to do, you got to have that back.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you just tend to want to drop it and just be like, I guess it wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
like you have even one person that is back there encouraging you and being like, dude, you've got this. This is good. You can imagine the difference it makes in just, having one person really believe in something that you want to do.
Exactly. And like at first my dad, like he heard the lyrics and stuff like that, and he was like, like he's very Catholic. So like,
oh yeah,
but now he's like, send me the link to your latest song. I want to show it to my friends. And he's like, I have a rapper for a son and blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, Dad, stop.
Oh, that's really cool. Do you have any other siblings? Is it just you and your dad?
I have a younger brother. He's like the complete opposite of me. Like he's very like not artistic, very like, just by the book kind of guy. Just he likes sports and beer and just like, and I'm more of the artistic. I don't know, like I don't know how to describe it. He's very like, meat and potatoes kind of guy.
Yeah. No feels.
Yeah.
Got to have those deep feels to reach out into your creative side. But you know what? It makes everybody around, right? We have to have them all, or we can't all be the same.
Exactly.
Oh, Gemma's here. Hello, Gemma. Thanks for coming.
Oh, Remy Moore's here. We just dropped a new song, actually.
Remy, hello.
Yeah.
So you and Remy are collabing, huh?
Yeah, I heard one of his songs like on his YouTube. I was like, all right, I'm gonna surprise him with some lyrics, right? And then he's like, let me like rework that and kind of like change the beat around and stuff like that. And he enhanced it even better. It's a completely different sound I've never done before. Like,
oh, I'm so intrigued. When will you guys be releasing this?
Oh, I did it this morning. It was kind of like a dance hybrid of like old dance and R&B mixed with pop and rap. I wanted to go a different direction. I felt like I was getting very negative, so I was like, I wanted a more uplifting, happy, fun song.
So where did these lyrics inspire from?
Just because like some of my old lyrics, I just feel like sometimes I vent too much, and like I want to like expand my creativity, and I want to do something like more happier. I want to do something where people are jumping around having fun instead of like, oh shit, like Steve's upset. Like,
it's amazing. Like, if you don't mind, I want to bring up one of my favorites.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you did a song for Rant Jams. Actually, we were talking about Rant Jams earlier, but you did it for one of his contests and called it "The Story of Mark."
Yeah.
And it blew me away.
Oh, thank you so much.
It did. And for those of you who are here, hi, Kay. Happy Trails Hiking is here as well. Thank you for coming. For those of you in the chat, definitely check out Steve's channel. But if there's a way that I can encourage him to re-upload the story of Mark. I don't even know if by a title or, take it away from the drama wing that's in the title now, because it's geared into that algorithm. And it is such a moving song that I think so many people on so many different levels can meet. And I don't know where it came from, which I'd like to know. I mean, is this Mark someone that you know or someone you've experienced?
I think, to be honest, like, it's like half and half. It's kind of like I felt like a little bit of it, like when I was growing up, like I wasn't like very accepted like until like puberty. Once like after puberty, like everything seemed to make sense. I was an awkward little kid, like literally. So like I know what it's like to be bullied and picked on and stuff like that. So like I just wanted people to like see that like you don't know what's going on with somebody. Like they can be going through some trauma like offline and they're not saying anything, and like they're asking for help. Maybe like it's not drama they're like posting, it's something about their self-help. Like, a lot of these people commit suicide when they don't get the help they need.
Yeah.
So I was like,
you hit a lot of serious topics in those lyrics, but then you twisted it into, like a silent gamer, or you even like brought in a little bit of like the swatting that goes on.
Yeah.
Not necessarily swatting, but it's so deep, but it's so good and so smooth. I'm so really,
thank you.
I hope to encourage you more to do a re-upload with that.
I definitely will. Like I honestly am. That's one of my like probably favorite tracks that I've ever done.
It's my favorite that I've heard from you.
Oh, thank you so much, Donna. And I'm doing great.
In fact, I think I'm going to, real quick, while you talk to Donna here, I'm going to go get it and put a link to it in the chat since we're talking about it.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm going to step aside for just a second, go find it.
Okay, cool. Oh, I'm still going to write a gospel song. Just don't think that this one is the gospel song because I called it Angelic.
But, the one that you're doing right now?
Yeah, the one with Remy Moore, it's angelic, but it's not angelic at the same time.
Let me see if I can find
it's an oh my kind of angelic.
I'll be. You know about when you did that about a year ago, wasn't it?
What?
The story of Mark.
I think
I found it.
Oh, there you go.
Found it. Okay. All right, everyone. I'm going to put the link to this one in the chat, because you gotta check this out if you haven't already.
Donna, I wanna make it like very legit, like not something forced. I want it to be something that, because I had a lot of questions about God, so like I want to put it on the track and kind of make it so it's more positive than negative. You know what I mean? So I'm still working on that. Trust me.
Did Donna ask a question?
Yeah, because I promised Donna that she.
I see it here. Okay.
Yeah, there was a couple other people that wanted me to write about God too. So it wasn't.
Are you a believer, Steve?
I am. I went to school like probably till grade 12, like at a Catholic school. I wore a uniform, and
yeah, I grew up Catholic school kid.
I went to a public school, and the public school, like just for like a semester, and I realized how different each like setting was. And it was a lot easier, let's just say. Like it wasn't as strict, and yeah, like like maybe a uniform like really does make people like behave more. It was weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't really know the difference other than my daughter now is all my children went to public school, but we moved my daughter to Catholic school this past year. And other than taking a big chunk out of our finances, she does wear a uniform every day, but she loves that. But I don't know. There's something about a school that's small. Jess came from having 26 kids in a classroom and there being about 15 classrooms that age to now there is 16 in her entire grade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's like 500 fifth graders last year, and now there's 16 sixth graders. So big change.
That is a definitely big change, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Story Mark put the link in the chat, and I definitely wanted to talk about that and touch on that, and I'm glad to hear that's something that you will consider re-uploading.
Definitely, because there's a lot of talks about swatting going on, and like I don't. That's something you don't really want to talk about or even get to that scenario. So if anyone's in that scenario, you got to ask for help. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. I know with the swatting, it's any time of stream or internet streaming, or you have to have safe internet. You have to have a is it an IP, private IP or something? I'm not techie, but I know that we have it. I know when I first heard of swatting, I was like, Chris, do we have? Are we safe?
I had to explain to my dad what swatting was when he heard that song.
Yeah.
He's like, why are the cops putting a bullet in poor Mark's brain? I was like,
oh gosh. I mean, you just touched on so many. I'm going to call. Sorry. Hopefully I muted my mic. I think I pushed the mic. But yeah, you touched on suicide, bullying, gaming, live streaming, swatting, YouTube drama, not understanding who's really behind the camera, being someone fake, a different identity, a character versus themselves. I mean, so many different things. And I was like, this is so good. So
I think as well, I love contests. So I'm a very competitive person. I don't show it, but I'm like, I want to win. I want to win. When I really get passionate about it, I will want to make the first play. It's just something about me, I guess.
Yeah, that's good to be competitive like that.
Mm-hmm.
Gemma says she's writing her own poetry book, and she looks forward to hearing your future music.
Oh, thank you so much. I love Gemma's poems. I've listened to a lot of them. She's very poetic, definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome. NQ World says also arguing about wrenches. Yeah, that's another thing. That's silly. As you'll notice, there are no wrenches in my chat. I don't really need a moderator.
No, Miss Kathy's very chill. She's not ruffling anyone's feathers.
Yeah, I've given out a moderator thing. But with me, moderators, I'll tell you right now, is I wouldn't want to be a moderator. That's a lot of work. So I feel bad even asking anyone to do it for me. So
exactly. A lot of times, I like to go to a stream and just hang out and relax. I don't want to have to so I'm like, no, it's okay. You don't have to moderate me. It's not an honor for me.
Yeah. I mean, I've had trolls, and I think I just play it to where it just goes right over my head, or
I
turn it around.
One time I had trolls, and I sat them down, and they were saying some things, and I don't know, I was firing back with stuff. I wasn't being mean, mm-hmm. but they came and sat down in the show, and they were talking normally after. But as soon as I had a freeze up on my computer, they started spamming the chat with kill yourself and blah blah blah. You know how it goes. But they were actually they actually liked the content. They came in, they were like, oh yeah, this and that, and then they actually stayed after. So it shows you that they're actually low key fans.
Yeah, they just want to rise. I mean, sometimes the trolling is fun too. We have ST Dickel Show is here in the house. Yay. Thank you for coming.
He's back from retirement. He was gone for a while, I noticed.
Yeah, I'll have to definitely get him up here too. Have another real talk.
Oh, he would be definitely the person he's a very in-depth person.
Yeah. NQ World, I agree, Kathy. I like being a moderator for my friends, but yesterday someone turned me into one, and I didn't want to be rude and say take it, but I didn't want it. Oh, I tell them. I mean, I see somebody say, give me a wrench, and I'm like, well, don't expect me to do anything because I'm terrible at dropping links. I'm really bad at moderating the chat, so don't expect me to do anything. Yeah, I'm not. I could care less about having a wrench somewhere. It's too much work for me.
Oh, thank you. Rank James fans loves Crimson Fantasy. And yeah, sometimes you do it because you want to be friendly to them. I understand that. I am a mod for a lot of channels and I appreciate them, but sometimes it goes over my head. I don't know what to gauge what's appropriate based on what they want for their channel, because what I think is appropriate may not be the same as someone else. And I've had instances where I've banned somebody, and then they're like, "Oh, why did you ban this person? Oh my God, you banned this person." I'm like, okay, well, they were saying something I thought wasn't appropriate. So you never know. So like, I tend to let the other moderators do it first, and if no one does it, that's when I do it.
Yeah. Well, with me, it's everything just goes right over my head, and you know, sometimes I used to have a moderator in my very first season, and they were taking things out before I could read them, and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't get to read that. What's going on? I can handle it myself. So that's why I just decided maybe I should just moderate my own chat.
Oh yeah, you don't want to get Miss Kathy mad. She'll come get you.
I'll put you in the corner.
She'll sit you on timeout.
Exactly.
Not the timeout I'm talking about, like actual timeout.
So I got a question for you. It might make you have a little thought process going here, but thinking ahead of this year to come here, what will you do for the first time in your life?
For the first time in my life, I'm gonna have to accept I don't know, like I'm gonna be going back to school. You know, I'm gonna be. Oh yeah. Yeah, I went for personal support work, and I did that like with somebody named Antonio, but like
tell me further personal support work. What do you mean?
So like I was a helper. I went to his house. He had dementia.
Like a caregiver.
Yeah, like a caregiver.
Okay.
So like I got him dressed. I brought him downstairs to go swimming. I watched him like swim in the shallow end for an hour, and like I got to know him. He was really cool. But with
really, it shows the type of person you are. I mean, I know as a caregiver what it takes, and that's just for a family member. But for someone that is not a relation to you, that's a lot. Shows
exactly.
You're very compassionate.
And like he kind of deteriorated over the year and a half I knew him, and like every day was like Groundhog Day. You know, like the movie Groundhog Day.
Yes.
Like every step, he had little pamphlets when like he would wake up and be like, "Good morning, Antonio. You have to do this. You have to have breakfast." So like it keeps his mind going. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's definitely hard to care for someone with dementia or Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
I deal with that on a daily basis. So.
Yeah, so when he passed away, I started to really question it. I was like, "Is this really for me?" Because like we got close, you know what I mean? And I don't want to I don't know. I was like, I wasn't happy. I kind of had my parents influence me to do it too, and you know what I mean? Like when you're younger, I want to do something I enjoy, and like I like being creative. So like when I came to YouTube, I was like, this is great. I could be creative. I could do vlogs. I can do, like critiques. I can do, even voiced over work. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I still want to get that link from you. You said about auditioning for like audiobooks.
Yes, that's right. I have that written down too to talk to you about that, because that's something that definitely you have.
Oh, I jumped the gun there.
A great audio voice. Mario, I want to say hi to Mario. I saw you earlier and I forgot to mention it. He was saying too that he used to be a caregiver for about 3 years, and it wasn't easy, but it was always good to see a smile coming from the other side.
Like I've done a lot of jobs where it's like, it's a very rewarding experience. And like, just helping people at the end, it's a great feeling, like to do that and to be working at the same time.
Yeah. Donna Shaw has a question. How long have you been making music?
So for probably about 2.5 years, but like I've been writing music since I was like 8, off and on. Since like, I even wrote my own script. I can't believe I'm saying this. I wrote my own script for, like the RPG, like video games, the fantasy games they play, and they have like the little dialogue and it's like the story. I wrote that for myself. And like I had a whole little like phone book of just like writing. Like I was such a dork as a kid.
Well, now do you draw as well?
I did, yeah. I even drew like the little like characters, how they would look and everything, and like I took art till about grade 11.
Well, you could really take some of that and make a little music video with that.
Yeah, but like I noticed that like I have to look at the art before I draw it and stuff like that. And I realized when I was in grade 10, I was like, everybody else was so much better. So I kind of went more into
No.
media arts. I went in more into media arts where it was like Photoshop and like,
Hmm.
and that's where I really like love. I love editing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, like I was writing stuff, but it wasn't very good, but I still was writing, like regardless.
Thank you, Gemma. Donna's ripping out these
Yeah,
questions here.
she's on a roll. I love these
I
questions
love
on
that
her.
you guys are bringing questions in the chat as well. I wrote down some that I wanted to touch with, but I mean, I love to hit these as well. Um, well, I had Donna's question here. Let me read Remy's here now that I put it
Yeah,
up here. Healthcare is not easy when working with geriatrics, hospice,
geriatrics, yeah.
hospice, psych, or special needs. Easy to get attached on those who are very dependent. Those clients can touch your heart. Yeah, indeed.
He was like a
Um,
second father to me, you know.
oh yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
I imagine that's hard because even like when you go into medical school and you become a doctor, I mean, the first patient you lose has to be starts to question your whole identity of why you did this. You know, I mean,
Ex-
it has to be hard to care for
exactly.
someone
Like,
and lose them. I will experience that the first time when my father goes, my father-in-law.
oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Now, he hasn't, and I mean, it's you know, he's 87. He's not going to live forever, and taking care of him every single day. I know that day is going to come, so that'll be something I'll just have to experience it. But
Yeah.
Donna wants to know if you've ever performed publicly.
I've had people actually. I did karaoke when I was really, really drunk one time at a bar.
You drunk?
I had a drinking phase when I was younger. Like I was like especially after like me and my ex fiance broke up. But like I've gotten over that.
I didn't
But
realize you were engaged at one point.
yeah, like we were living together before I moved in like back home, you know, like because the bills were getting too much when she moved out and
Mm.
but now like everything's getting better and like I'm feeling a lot better and you know,
Was
drinking
this
was
pretty recent when you were engaged?
this was maybe about a year. Like I've been on YouTube for about a year and 3 years. So it was probably about the first year and a half, almost 2 years I was dealing with that. And she would come back and we would and then she would disappear and like we would play the back and forth game and it just kind of like after we broke up. So it made me not want to date, let's just say, because it was like I felt like we were still together. It was a lot of mind games.
Yeah. So you ended up having to move back home, and what
Mm-hmm.
was that like? Because once you move out and then you got to move back, that's always tough.
At first it was a little awkward. It's like having your tail tucked between your legs, if that like you
Yeah.
know that saying. So
Uh-huh.
it's kind of like my freedom was depleted, like it was gone, but at the same time I'm helping my dad out as well, like you know with like, bills and stuff. So I you know like I'm gonna be having my own place March 1st, so it's gonna be great.
Really?
Hmm.
And where are you now?
I'm at my uncle's house
Okay.
because uh you know like I didn't get a place in time before I had to move out. So like for the last 2 months I've been staying at my uncle's house and they have like you know like a finished basement. So like I've been there with my dog and you know
So
but yeah I'm
you've
looking
got your
forward
new
to it.
place, huh? Is it
Yeah.
someplace you're renting, or is this a new home? Or
It's an apartment, you know,
yeah,
it's very cheap. That's what I was going for because like
you're in Toronto, right?
no, like Mississauga is like
Okay.
probably about 45 minutes away from Toronto, a half an hour.
Okay. What do you
Oh,
do during the day? Do you have a career, or are you self-employed, or?
I used to work for my dad, but he switched jobs. Like I was working at Toronto Youth Development
Mm-hmm.
and like, you know, just taking care of inner city kids,
Oh
like,
wow.
you know, like getting them off the streets to like of drugs and, you know, whatnot and getting them into programs and mentoring. And like, I actually mentored a kid one time and like he opened up to me and like he was telling me he was being abused by his like family members.
It's kind of like the Big Brother program.
Yeah. And like that to me was definitely rewarding. Like, you know, like we took these kids to like the science center, like to Canada's Wonderland, and like, you
Very
know,
cool.
yeah, they're very thankful, and you could see the joy in their faces for sure.
Oh, that's cool. I'm missing some of the chat, so let's take a
Yeah, I
moment
know,
here
like
and
the
catch up.
chat's just going
I
like
know, it kind of
crazy here.
flew up all a second. ST Dickel says, yeah, we were supposed to do that. You're supposed to send me that information as well, Miss Kathy. What is he better than me? One thing at a time. You're all special to me. Donna says, I adore the elderly. Gemma says to Remy, yes, you get attached to healthcare professionals as somebody who uses healthcare a lot. You do build up trust with certain doctors. I didn't know that that would be even a topic that you and I would be talking about, because I hadn't realized that you had experience with being a caregiver.
Yeah, I've touched a little bit on my like channel, but I haven't really talked about it in a while, so it's kind of cool to talk about. Yeah,
it is fun to get to know the YouTuber, right? I mean,
yeah, because a lot of people when they check out my channel, they think I'm some like asshole, like they really do. But like, you know, like I'm just having fun. I have a very unfiltered attitude on life, so it's like it's me, but it's just.
I thought quite the opposite when I got to know you. I thought, oh my gosh, Steve is so endearing and welcoming and so laid back. I mean, I never would have thought of you as an asshole.
I'm just playing around.
Yeah. So Donna did ask if you were married, but you did touch on that. We don't know if you have any children. Do you have children?
I just have a dog.
Tell me about Tasha. What breed is she?
She's a Cocker Spaniel. Like she's a girl, and like I've had her probably 12 years now. And like I got her when she was like 3 months old. She was my brother's actually. Like my brother,
really?
Yeah. So, like he had to give her away because like he was having a baby, and like he couldn't take care of both of them at the same time. Like because it was a puppy as well. He thought like he'd get the puppy so that like, you know, my nephew would grow with the puppy, but it didn't work out that way.
Is it just one nephew?
Yeah, I just have one nephew.
Now he's on. You talk about him in your channel trailer. He has a YouTube channel as well, right?
Oh yeah, he does. I can't believe it. He plays Fortnite.
Which was in the story of Mark that Rant Jams was talking about.
You know what? I could be talking about Braden. You never know. But like honestly, yeah, he's very, very in, like he's like I'll come over to like I don't know if he's still into it because he's like season 7 sucks. I don't like season 7. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what is this season 7? But like basically like he'll be like, look at this kill shot. Oh, I'm sniping. Look at my building. And like he won't play any other game or anything. It's just Fortnite.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to mute every time I have to cough. I am still getting over this sickness.
Do you have the coronavirus? We all like to know.
No, I do not have the coronavirus. I didn't even test positive for the flu, so I don't know. Some kind of upper respiratory infection, but it's doing a number on me, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Bottle Caps came in, and I don't know if I missed anybody else.
I haven't answered.
Hi, Bottle Caps. I don't think I missed anybody else, but let's answer Broken Legend.
Oh, okay. So, so the days that you guys don't see me uploading music is usually when I'm doing like video games. That's when I don't really feel like creating. I feel like more like relaxing and hanging out with you guys and playing a game, or you know, talking on a live stream, or like vlogging, you know.
You have a gaming channel as well, though, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you live stream game, or is it just you playing games and reviewing games?
I'm gonna be live stream. Like I live stream. It used to be like a let's play kind of like with editing and stuff like that. But like my computer, there's some like I have to like figure out OBS. OBS to me is very difficult, but yeah, I'm gonna be doing like game reviews on like video games that I played and stuff like that.
I love that the chat is just all inquisitive today.
Thank you, guys.
Donna's gonna go deep with what are your aspirations?
My aspirations is just I want to do better in life, be financially 100% like, you know, like stable. you know, like maybe settle down with a family in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not into the party scene anymore. Like I used to do that a lot in my 20s. It gets very old.
Well, it's good to have those. Those are good
That's straight
aspirations.
vodka in our water bottle.
Bottle caps. There's my troll.
That's Miss Kathy's way of like, you know, like getting out of her sickness, you know.
Yeah. Who just popped in? Somebody else just popped in. Who did I miss? Wrestler Mania. Sky, how are you doing? Good to see you. Haven't seen you around in a while. I hope you are doing well. Broken Legend asks, what would you prefer to be your first impression on people?
Well, to be honest with you, like I used to care what people thought about me at first, but like I realized no matter how I present myself, I'm always taken like a different way. So now I don't really care. Like what you see is what you get kind of thing. Like if you don't like it, you don't like it. You know, I've grown thick skin in that sense. It used to really bother me when I first started.
Well, they say what self-respect, self-love. I tweeted this today. That if there's a reason it all starts with self.
Exactly.
Nobody else is going to do it for you.
Yeah, if you don't love yourself, how can you love others? That's the thing, yeah.
That's good. Scott says, what is your system of uploading and editing content? I try to have 4 videos up in case I get ill or a little burnt out, etc. How about you?
Oh, I try to do that. I try to have like songs on like you know like unlisted and stuff, but I can't do that. Like literally when I like finish editing, I want to just upload it right away. Like that's why.
So you have one that's coming out with Remy. Is this going up today or?
It's actually out today.
It's already out. Do we have a link for it? Is it already up on your channel?
Yeah,
I have your channel up here behind the scenes. Let me see if I can find it, and I will drop the link. Is Angelic? Is it called Angelic?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't got to watch it yet. We can all watch it here. Do you want to?
All right, cool. We can have a reaction party to Crimz.
Gemma says, self-love is something I've been doing. I think I don't realize.
Do you collect vodka bottle caps?
Vodka and me just don't mix. We all know that. Most of us know that here.
See, vodka to me is nice, but I'm not a rum fan. Rum gets me messed up.
Well, vodka and grapefruit juice was my favorite drink, and I didn't mind having 1 or 2 a week. But then I just decided that I discovered flavored pineapple vodka one night, and I just drank half the bottle. So now I just don't drink vodka anymore.
I actually got to see you have a couple drinks. I think it was on your Christmas.
Were you there that night?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were. That was just New Year's Eve. I wasn't drinking vodka that night.
Yeah, we had a fun time. No, I don't think it was New Year's Eve. It was like you were setting up your Christmas tree. I remember.
Oh, gotcha. That was fun.
Yeah,
Legend, thank you for being here. She has to go.
Thank you so much, Broken. I appreciate it. She's a great supporter of Crimson.
And Donna says that Lost Girl and Ranch Jams would love to be here, but they're probably busy with Lucy right now.
Yeah. No, well, I appreciate it. I know they would be here for sure.
Let's see. So I've got a question here. All right.
Yeah.
What is a bad habit that you would want to get rid of?
I bite my nails.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's really
They have stuff for that. That should be an easy habit to break. You can get that soury, bitter tasting stuff that you can put on.
Oh, that would definitely be
I mean, that's a simple fix. You should try that if that's a habit that you want to stop.
Yeah, like that's like the first thing I can think of. Like I used to think a lot. Like I would think too much, and I tell myself to shut up. You know, like
your audio went out for just a sec, but now it's back. You're good.
Okay. No, like I sometimes think too much. You know, like I tell myself to just chill.
I get that. I get that too. I mean, we all go through times like that.
Yeah.
So what area do you want to develop yourself? In what area do you want to develop yourself?
well, like last year it was all about like just getting my rapping better, you know, like like just perfecting that like bit by bit. But this year it's more about like body. Like I want to like eat more healthy. I want to get into a routine. I used to work out a lot before YouTube, and like I've kind of lost it. You know what I mean? So like
YouTube can suck that time away from you without you even realizing it.
Exactly. And like, you know, like I'm editing and I'm ordering like a large pizza while I'm editing stuff, and you know, like you don't realize and
you
I
don't
gained a lot of
realize your
weight.
screen time.
Yeah,
Definitely.
so this year I want to do that. You know, just get like more healthy.
Yeah, that's good. It's always good to stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Donna wants to know, what's your favorite artist or YouTuber? Your favorite artist YouTuber?
So for my favorite artist, it would have to be Pharrell Williams. I love all of his music. And like everything like he makes like is just great. Like it has like a weird futuristic sound with pianos, and like it's very melodic. You know what I mean? Like I really appreciate his work, and I can't like I like some of Drake's old songs. Chris Brown. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I used to love Chris Brown before that all happened, and you know, like to be honest,
I don't know what happened to Chris Brown.
Well, he was charged with domestic violence, and like a lot of people hate him for that, and I understand that. Like I really hate him for that too, but the guy makes good music.
Yeah, but he inspired you with his tunes.
Yeah, because when I was younger, that's what I was listening to before it all happened.
I'm a Neil Diamond fan.
I like all kinds of music. Yeah,
I do too.
I like rock. I like dance. Like as you guys, I've even done rock covers too. I've done pop covers. I've done Aqua Barbie Girl with Strange Desk. You know the girl Last Lady Standing. Like we used to do a lot of like
I met her. I didn't meet her. I had to watch the replay, but you had her on your panel just the other night.
She was pretty much like the co-host of Crimson back in the day, and like
oh really? Well, you guys know each other personally. I think I remember you guys saying.
Yeah, because I met her. Crimson Fantasy before it was a channel. It was a Facebook forum where they post like funny memes and stuff like that. And I built a community there first before I went on to YouTube, and that's where I met Destiny. And then from there, we both made YouTube channels, and you know, like
Destiny,
we entered it.
That's her name, Destiny.
Yeah.
Healthy Home Cooking has just come in. This is Scott Ressler's wife, who also has a YouTube channel, I guess. So thank you for coming, and I'm glad that Scott has brought you over here. It's wonderful to meet you. She's a music teacher in the real world. Ooh, she's a music teacher. Do you have any questions for Steve?
Yeah. I'd like to check out your channel, you know, Speak of the Devil, Healthy Home Cooking.
She says, as a music teacher, I cycle through different music, mostly classical and classical jazz. I love jazz. Jazz touches my soul.
Oh, jazz is great. Like to go to like a jazz cafe or whatever in here. Like
I wish we had those. I mean, I think there might be one or two downtown St. Louis area, but I don't get out much to do things like that.
Miss Kathy, that's your homework, and you got to vlog it.
That's my homework.
Yeah.
Go to a jazz. Do that live.
I would love to see you at a jazz like that. Okay, let's do it like this. Type 1 in the chat if you'd like to see Miss Kathy go to a jazz bar.
I would love that. Are you kidding? Remy says I like jazz. I love trip hop. I don't know what trip hop is.
It's kind of more like it has a more like alternative sound to it, like you know, like the hip hop style, kind of like more rockish, kind of like weird underground kind of sounds, you know. Like it's not something you would really hear on the radio.
I'm moving because the sun is starting to come across my window.
I know when you get that like big sun in your face, I understand.
Yeah. Memes of Destruction, thank you for coming. What is going on? We are just getting to know Steve from Crimson Fantasy. Are you familiar with Memes of Destruction?
No, like I'm meeting some new people here.
That's awesome. Great.
I'll definitely check you guys out. Yeah.
So Steve is a rapper, musician, gamer, also YouTube interview.
Yep.
Do a little bit of everything, don't you? But mostly you're focusing on your music right now.
Yeah, like I don't know. I get into moods where I just want to do a certain thing. Like you'll see like vlogs coming up on my channel like crazy, or like I get it. Like I can't just fluctuate. You know, like I can't just be like, all right, now I'm just gonna go play. Like I have a weird way of doing it in my mind. It's you know, like we all have our little like formats of how we like run about our channel. Like you know, like you're not like Miss Kathy. You're not just gonna put real talk after real talk after real talk, right? You're gonna like I don't know, like. That.
Yeah. Oh, you mean in like what? Like in the title?
No, but I'm just saying like I try to like go like do different uploads at
Oh,
like
gotcha.
like, but like I tend to stick at like the same type of you know like I'll just do song after song or like vlog after like I want to switch it up. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's like I mean that's my banner. I run the gamut of life. I was like, how do I describe myself? That's what I came up with. So it was definitely all over the place.
How would you describe yourself, Miss Kathy?
Oh boy, who's interviewing who here?
Hey, it's a YouTube like an interviewer interviewing an interviewer, you know.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm definitely a teacher and encourager. I describe myself as someone who doesn't try to control everything. Just let them be with what they are.
I like that. I think she rocked it, guys.
How would you describe yourself, Steve?
Oh, I don't like how you flip that. Jeez, Miss Kathy. I describe myself as eccentric. Like I know like I'm kind of like the personality that you either like or don't like. And so there's no like in between. I'm a caring, nice guy. Like I love to have fun. Like that's my main thing. Like I don't take myself too seriously, you know. But I do.
Tell me the most fun you could have in a day. What is it that you would do?
When I was younger, it would be like go out with friends to a club and this and that. But now it's just
you like to dance.
Oh, I did.
Or just hang out club. Like describe club.
I used to go to like lounges and stuff like that with my friends, and I used to like do the nightlife thing, the clubbing and waiting in lines and being too drunk and slipping on ice. And actually, my 19th birthday, this is kind of funny. I'll tell you guys about my 19th birthday. So like all my friends, they were just kind of acting like, oh yeah, we're not going to do anything for your birthday, right? So it's like, all right, well I'm 19, I want to go to a club. Because it's actually 19 in Canada, like to go to a club. Okay. So I ended up going to the club. I didn't even get into the club because I was too drunk. And they ended up throwing a surprise party for me.
Aww.
And like they kept my gift, which back when I was younger, we were playing Nintendo 64. And like we were like whenever we got together.
That's my game.
Yeah, the Nintendo 64 was awesome. Yeah. And like this was before like, you know, like other systems came out, but we would all get together and play N64. And like there was this one game we would always play, and they bought it for me so I would have it at my house. But the thing is, they wrapped it in like saran wrap with peanut butter in it, and I'm not a fan of peanut butter. And like cool. I hate the taste of it. I hate the smell. If anyone's eating peanut butter, just like get away from me. So they took. Cool. So when I got back, they ate all my cake and stuff, and my dad gave them money to go out and buy stuff, and you know. But I ended up seeing the last bit of the party.
Oh man, well, you just had a birthday, February 14, right? Valentine's Day.
Yeah, from that to my 35th birthday, it was very chill. I spent it on a live stream.
Big difference.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so we got to go back a little bit here because Remy wants to address something.
Yeah.
He says, we better address the trip hop on the radio statement, Crimz. I'm personally offended.
Okay, maybe I described it wrong, but oh, geez. I better hide. Remy's pissed.
Remy's going to pull his Donald Trump on you again. I saw that, Remy, by the way, on his replay on his stream. That was pretty classic. I was a little bit shocked that was Remy Moore doing that, to tell you the truth.
I was literally sitting here like this, like, should I let this guy on?
For those of you who don't know, Steve had a live stream and Remy decided to troll and come on with his profile pic as Donald Trump. And then he embedded Donald's voice from his keyboard or electronic statements that Donald would say. Pretty darn impressed, to tell you the truth.
You've been played on the radio. I didn't know that. And yeah, he had a soundboard and it was great. Like, honestly, like, you know, he was fighting with my co-host at the time, Last Lady Standing. She was very intoxicated, to say the least.
Yeah.
And, you know, they were legit like having a conversation. And I was just sitting here like, geez, I can just imagine what people are thinking right now.
Yeah. Look at me. I don't even know where to go with the sun. It's like got this beam coming from me.
It's
so
like
Remy was played on the radio. Remy has a hit.
Oh, I could, yeah, like when, like he's a very, very talented producer. Like he deserves a lot more credit. Like, and if he's been on the radio, he deserves to be on the radio, guys.
I agree. Do we want to do your song, or do we want to wait and have everybody go to it?
It's up to you. Like, if whatever you guys.
It's up to you.
I just, the fact you guys are checking it out, that would be awesome. But like, whenever you want to check it out.
Now,
like,
is this going to be on Remy's channel as well, or is it only on your channel?
I was going to ask Remy if he wanted it on his channel as well. But yeah, like usually when we collab together, it goes on my channel. But why not have it on both?
Yeah, so you guys will have to figure that out. I don't want to.
I like that question.
I like this question too. What is your musical creative process? Do you start with a sound you hear, a story you read, or a mood that you are in? Good question.
Yeah, like to be honest, my inspiration is like what I hear around me. It's like I'll hear certain terms or sayings or like stuff that's going on, and it'll somehow just get like.
I didn't mute that. I'm so sorry. Did I just cough all over your voice?
I've kind of felt that over here, actually.
I just looked to unmute, and I'm like, ah.
I'm just playing with you, Miss Kathy. I'm just playing.
Oh my god. Oh goodness. Okay, go ahead. Keep pleasing answer your question. I'm sorry I interrupted.
No, like I've never really explained this before, so I'm trying my best to think. Like, so like when I hear these things, like I'll just hear a beat, and then when I start writing, I won't really know what I'm writing. I know this sounds really weird, but like I'm writing, and like to me it doesn't seem cohesive at the time while I'm writing it. But when I like have it like recorded and like afterwards with like the mic and stuff, that's when I start to hear it. And I'm like, then I say to myself, do I want to put this out here? And I'm like, okay, yes or no. And then I do. And then I put it out. And then like I think of like a theme for the music video, and then I go through the editing process, which I've gotten it down. It used to take me like half a night, but like now like I've got like I can do one in an hour or two.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
So now this song, Angelic, right? Is that what it's called, Angelic?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wrote the lyrics and Remy did the beat?
Yeah, Remy did the beat, and he took, initially I presented him the idea, and then he was like, oh, I like this, but let's do some changes, which I'm okay with. You know what, honestly, I wanted to hear I wanted to see his mixing. I wanted to see his mixing ability, because I always mix songs on like a free application, BandLabs, right? That's what I use to record my stuff. So like for him to use like professional stuff, I'm like, all right, cool, let's do this. So like
neat.
he crisp, like he made my voice crispy. He made it nice. Like he changed the beat up. It very complimented my style. Like it was great. Like big hats off to Remy.
Donna says she knows how to cure a cough. Take a laxative. Afraid to cough. Oh, that would be terrible.
The coughing will be coming out of a different area. Like,
no, and that's definitely nothing that I think I even want to try.
Especially after all the vodka she's had.
Yeah, you guys. Remy says, thank you, Donna. You're extremely talented as well. The song that your husband and Rant did was really amazing. Written very well.
It really was.
Such and support.
I like the editing too. Like we got to see the family, and like, you know, I have to say, Lucy Rose looks a lot like Will's girls. Like she has the eyes and everything.
Agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Isn't that cool that we can all become connected through that? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Memes of destruction is just now catching on to the whole laxative comment. Oh dear. I can hear you saying that. I can hear him saying that. Oh dear.
Just like that, just like, oh dear.
Mm-hmm. Too funny. Okay, so Steve, what was the best book, movie, or TV series that you have read or saw?
One of my favorite movies is Kill Bill. I like Entrapment. I like Pulp Fiction. Phone Booth. I love the movie Phone Booth.
I've never heard of that.
So that's with Colin Farrell. And
I like him.
Yeah, so the whole premise of the movie is he's trapped inside of a phone booth, and because there's a swatter, or not a swatter. Oh my god, like for the police, like the SWAT team. So there's a guy with like a gun, and he's like, if you leave, you're gonna get killed, and basically he can't call the cops because he has it tapped. So what is he gonna do? And he kills a hooker, so all the cops are coming. But the whole reason why he's doing this is because he's trying to change this guy because he was playing his wife, with another girl. And both of the girls are there. He called both of the girls. So he pretty much had to say I was unfaithful. And all these people are here, and the girls could have got. I haven't seen it in a while, but it was one of my favorite movies.
I was going to say, when was it? When did that come out?
I think 2003, 2004. Yeah. But I like movies like Panic Room, where it's with Jodie Foster, where it's not told in a conventional way, it's kind of creative in the sense where it's taking place in one area. You got to be really creative.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. We have a movie list. Mario and I were talking about that yesterday during our Real Talk, how we have a movie list where we just have to jot them down because you don't remember when it is what was that movie we wanted to see? So I'll have to definitely put that one on my list.
Yeah, and I agree, Remy. Rand James truly does love her.
Yeah, for all of you don't know, I am going to be interviewing Rand James tomorrow on my Real Talk, so we can hear all about Lucy then.
Yeah, no, I have the day off, so I'll definitely be there tomorrow.
So what was one of your best decisions that you've made?
My best decisions is this year I've really cut off a lot of people. I don't know if they're watching this, but my song.
You're going back to the quality over quantity. I think that we've all reached a stage in our life where that really hits home.
Yeah, because it's very draining. You know what I mean? And it's you want to focus on what you want in life, and as much as you want to help people, you can't help people if they can't help themselves, kind of thing. And it's I want to get better. I want to proceed with my life. I don't want to and the negativity was bringing me down because I'm a very caring person. I try to care for I care for people that sometimes don't necessarily should get cared for, but I still care for them because I just have a heart, right? And I'm trying to learn how to not wear my heart on my sleeve sometimes,
Well, and you're going to be on your own come March 1. You said you're moving into your own place, and
yeah.
What do you think that's going to be like since you've been living with someone most of your life, right?
Yeah.
When you moved out and had your fiance, and then you came back and been so. Is this going to be the first time you're going to be all by yourself?
Yeah, exactly. I've been on my own before, before I lived with my fiance, but the thing about it was I had roommates too. I guess you're right. Yeah, because I had roommates. Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, is this hitting you right now? You're going to be all alone, Steve.
I'm more raise the roof kind of thing, I could walk around naked in my house if I wanted.
That's right, you can.
No mental pictures.
Just don't be streaming.
No,
So with all the knowledge you have now, what would you do? What would you have done differently, or what would you do differently?
I think, like I said, like just kind of like not be like a lot of people offline. Like I have some good friends, but I have a lot of bad influences. So like to just not listen to them and just believe in myself. I didn't have a lot of confidence. Like I had confidence, but like with depression, it kind of got, like it got stripped from me. So I had to rebuild that, and like with YouTube, that really helped. Like honestly, like it gave me the confidence back that I needed. So like, knowing that, I wish
more just YouTube creating or more YouTube interacting and live streaming.
Like live streaming more, like because like when I did pre-recorded videos, like I didn't really show my face and stuff like that. But yeah, I've learned how to be more social, and I love it. Like I wish I wasn't so antisocial back in the day.
Meme says to remember to get blinds.
Yeah, you got to get some blinds, Miss Kathy.
No, he's talking about you because you're going to be running through your house naked.
Oh, I thought you meant because of the sunlight, like hitting my face.
I get you. Yeah, I have blinds. I don't know why they're peeking through the little crack.
Oh yeah, nothing worse. Like you have like a bathroom and there's no curtain. You're just getting out of the shower, like, hey everyone. Like that's the worst for night.
Where you're moving?
Oh yeah, like it's like an apartment building, so
okay.
There's lots.
Know anyone there now, or?
Actually, a lot of my coworkers live around there, so.
Oh.
Yeah, so like like I'm very chill with my coworkers. Like we go out and like I showed a staff party. Like we all hang out. Like we're all a big family there. And
do you cook? Are you gonna be cooking your meal, or are you gonna be a taker outer?
I've been like right now I've been eating out a lot because it's a lot easier when like you're on the go.
Yeah, but now one of your aspirations is to work on your health. So
yeah, I gotta learn how to cook better. I'm the worst cook.
I am too.
Like I would surprise someone in bed with like a nice breakfast in bed, and like they'll be eating it, and you hear like eggshells.
Oh no!
But like I heard it like cooking's like an art, so like maybe like I might try. I wanted to make a cooking show actually, like on my channel, where it was just kind of like late night snacks that you would have with like you're chilling with like your husband or significant other or friends, just like little like easy snacks to make. I never got around to that.
I'm not the one to go to for that. I'm terrible in the kitchen.
No, I'm terrible in the kitchen too. You and me both, Miss Kathy.
I'm so happy for steamer frozen meals and Stouffer's.
Yeah, because I work at a restaurant.
The worst.
Yeah. I work at a restaurant and like I always get like hamburgers like because we get it like 50% off. But like I was like, you know what? I want some stir fry, and I had all the vegetables in the world, and it was great. So
I double checked that microphone.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's a new thing. Donna says the secret to good cooking is taking your time.
Yeah, definitely.
I always thought it was seasonings.
That's actually good, like what she's saying, because like when you take your time, it gets perfected and like marinated, and like I'm always in a rush. I just want to eat.
I am too, and not only that, my family walks in the door at 4 o'clock. What's for dinner?
Oh yeah, I was that kid too. Growing up.
Is it really 4 o'clock already? Let me see what I can whip up.
Exactly, and like my dad, like I live with my dad. Like I didn't have my mom growing up, so like my dad like really like is. He's not the best cook, but bless his heart, kind of thing,
Steve, we've been on for an hour.
Oh, I didn't even realize. Wow.
I didn't either. I just looked at the time. I'm like, oh my God, it's 3 o'clock. I love talking to you, though.
I'm having a blast. I've never talked so much about myself, but this is great.
I mean, you were just doing so good with my questions. I thought, I'm going to be giving him these questions, and he's going to be like, why are you asking me all this? But you've been so good.
No, because like I asked my like subscribers to like ask me questions, and they're very, very explicit. So I'm very good at answering. Like they're asking me like how to get a threesome, how to get laid.
Okay, go ahead. Fill me in.
Well, I had a set, like, some of my, like, subscribers are kind of 17, 18, 19. So one of them asked me, how do I get a girl? So, like, and I was like, what?
What did you tell them?
Well, I think it was Crimz Gets Real. I told him, like, basically
Crimz.
go to a bar or an event.
This is Real Talk with Crimz. And, come on.
I said, like, go to a place like a social gathering and basically just talk, be yourself, have confidence, because girls like confidence. And I think I added a little bit, if you have booze, that seals the deal, and I shouldn't have said that, but
oh my goodness.
I'm like, alcohol always leads to that. Come on, guys.
I would say build a relationship, become their best friend, love and care for them. Take your time.
Exactly. I like you're not, I'm not the one to be asking for that.
It's so funny. Oh my gosh. But that's the thing. It's like, if I could be a fly on the wall sometimes with just my boys or their friends and growing up, and what guys really ask guys. It's totally different than what a bunch of girls would be sitting around talking about,
You'd be surprised, actually. Like, guys actually talk like that too. like they kind of, it's kind of like flipped. Like how girls talk about like guys talk about girls in that way.
So with your friends, are you more of a guys or guy and girl friend? Like, I have mostly male friends. I always have growing up. I have 4 older brothers, so I was always just used to being around guys. But I noticed that you were vlogging and you had a friend. Was that a girlfriend or just a friend? Or
I'm gonna finally. We're on Real Talk.
Yeah.
So I have this friend. Her name is Val. Like, I've known her 20 years. The thing about, like, our friendship is that we like each other. We have fun. Like, we hang out. She calls me all the time. We're always on the phone. And then she just ghosts. She just disappears. And then, like, she'll come back, like, maybe a year to 6 months later. And, like, we'll pick it up. Like, and it's always, we fight over dumb things. And, like me being, like, kind of, like, I'm very, like I'm thinking of all the different ways I can stop this from happening, because it's always the same kind of, like, thought process she has. So I try every angle to get her to stay, and it never works. And I made a song about it, actually. And
is this a song that's uploaded?
Yeah, it's called Eject, but I made it about, like, I tried to rekindle it with an ex, and that didn't really work out. So I said, never settle for a relationship or a friendship. Like, strive to do better. Don't go into the past. Like, if it's
is
not
this
meant
someone
to be,
that you truly feel like you have feelings for, a relationship with, or is this a friend that you just keep
this is like
losing
family.
as a friendship?
It's like, she was like family. Like when we were younger, we were, like, inseparable. Like, we always talked. We were always, but as we grew, and she interacted with other people, she started to change her mindset. And, like, like, going
back. Is she in your life now, or is this a time where she's...
No, like, we recently stopped talking after, like, the latest vlog I put up. So but the thing is, she comments on my, like, she has me unblocked, but she comments on my videos. I don't understand that. My ex used to do that too. I don't understand women.
Well, that's very interesting. I don't know if I understand that either, but have you asked them? Have you just blatantly asked?
Yeah, but the thing about me is, like, I try to talk to people. But, like, I don't know, but I always seem to set off, like, the wrong buttons and stuff. I don't, maybe I need more tact, or I don't know. But I'm trying to decipher it. But, like, if it's meant to be, we'll be friends again, but I'm not going to stress about it. Like, I realized on my birthday, like, I have a lot of people that care about me, and to not focus on the people that don't want to be in my life. Yeah,
that's good. Hopefully that you can stay with that attitude, because I think it's very important to have that kind of attitude.
No, I had to address it because, like, like, there was a big gap between my vlogs between the summer and then recently. And then, like, it happened again. So I was like, I had to be real and let people know, like, but
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Hopefully she comes around, at least not blocks you.
Exactly. Like, I have no animosity,
Right.
like, it's just, I know, like, she's going through some stuff, and hopefully, if it is what it is, it'll happen, right?
Yeah. Bottle Caps is back.
Thank you, Donna.
We had a customer. Donna says, be yourself, Crimson Fancy. You're awesome. That's right, you are.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. And, like, Bottle Caps, I talk to Bottle Caps off screen a lot. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's a pretty awesome guy. I guess I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm. He's teaching me about MGTOW.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I was going to have a MGTOW real talk. It just
yeah,
never happened.
I'd like to learn more about it. Like, I've learned a little bit, like, the red pill, the blue pill. There's so many different kinds of pills. And I'm like, can I have a crimson pill? Let's just...
That's great. There's so many different kinds of pills.
Yeah, there's a black pill.
True.
There's a black pill. And I'm like, what's a black pill? And there's a purple pill. And I don't know.
Labels. Like, we all have to have a label for something, right? We just have some kind of identity. Where do I fall?
That's the thing. People like things to be classified, like, by genre, in a box, top 40, this and that. When something's not classifiable, it blows people's minds. They're just like...
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like,
you have to have a pill where you fall into. So what kind of pill are you? Can I have a crimson pill? I love it.
Yeah, like,
so good.
The Crimson Pill channel.
Hey, that might get you some views.
Yeah, you never know.
That would be good. That could be a whole nother real talk.
Yeah,
real talk about pill. What pill are you? Do the women have pills too, or is it just the men?
I think it's more of a men thing, because you guys have, like, that united, like, I am woman, hear me roar kind of thing.
Yes.
So, like, I guess this is kind of like the men's equivalent.
Oh, goodness. Bottle Cap says the black pill is to wake up the idiots that are running the world. We need a truth pill on you, too. That's so good, Donna.
Oh, wow. Like, we get, like, a polygrapher YouTuber.
That's right.
To come in. Yeah. There has to be polygrapher YouTubers out there that are like, all right, let's get some YouTubers on there. Like, God. That would be a really good channel idea.
Yeah.
I've seen some fake ones where it's kind of like Jerry Springer.
Thank you, Wrestler's Wife. I can't remember if you said your name.
Wrestler Mania.
She has to get going. Thank you so much for stopping by. We probably will wrap it up, although I'm having so much fun. If I start laughing too hard, I'm really going to start coughing.
Hey, laughter is the best medicine.
I can feel it coming out. I'm going to be like,
You got to get that phlegm out. So, like, the more coughing you do, the better, right? Because it's stuck in your throat.
Oh, I've coughed so much, I think I've pulled my back muscle.
Oh my God. We don't want to hurt Miss Kathy.
Luann, nice to meet you, Luann.
Let's talk about something serious so we don't break Miss Kathy's back out.
Oh my gosh. No, I think I'm going to wrap it up because Jesse will be coming home from school soon. The dog will start barking. And
oh, no worries. I got low battery on my computer. Sorry.
Oh, you are. See, it's time. But no, it's been so much fun.
I've had a blast. Thank you guys for coming and getting to know me. Like, this was great.
You know what I'm going to do right after we end this, though, and I hope you all will too. I'm going to put the link in here one more time so you don't have to go and find it, but we're going to go watch the new video, Angelic. I'm going to put it in the chat right now. Yeah. Everyone, please take a moment and go watch Crimson's new video. I can't wait. It's upbeat. It's going to make you happy, right?
Yeah, like, I've showed it to some people, and they're like, he's like, is this mean to be comical? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, you did a good job then.
Oh, well, good. Well, so I'm not going to end here laughing. That's for sure. Then I'm going to go right to it and watch it. And I will
it's not going to be a Crimz video where you're like, is he okay?
Thank you, everyone, for coming in. I did just drop the link, so make sure you go check it out. And thank you, Steve. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you guys. If I missed your comments, thank you. I appreciate it.
I think we both did a really good job. That's to both of us.
Exactly. I really enjoyed this. Thank you guys.
I did too. Thanks, Steve. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. And if you are interested in a real talk, I will have the link to my Twitter below, and I would love to hear from you. Bye.